Hi, thanks for joining me very quickly. So I'm going to do this in two parts. The first part is going to be light-hearted. Just going to replay this. It'll explain what the subject of this video is all about. So let's just play this back.
Welcome to the area of a circle, where we learn the area of a circle. Ready? Start with your circle and measure the radius, which is a line halfway through the center. This radius is 3 meters. So what's the area of this circle? Area of a circle equals pi times radius squared. So what we do with this circle is we realize that pi equals 3.14. The radius in this situation is 3 meters. Radius squared equals 9 meters squared for this circle. So the area of this circle is 3.14 times 9 meters squared. Are you ready to see the answer? Great! The area of this circle is 28.26 meters squared. There you have it, the area of a circle.
Okay, so there we have it. That's a school learning video for, I believe, 12 to 13-year-old children. So we had that equation, didn't we? Most people already know that anyway. The pi r squared to get the area of a circle. What I just want to remind people of, it's not the actual area of a circle, it's the disc itself. The circle is the shape of its circumference. That's the circle. The area is inside it. That's the disc. So it's actually the area of a disc, not a circle. Circle itself is the outside. It has no area. It just has a length, circumference. It makes the circle shape. The inside is the disc itself. That's the actual area. Just as it points out just here. Strictly speaking, it's the term disc refers to the interior of the circle. Circle is reserved for the boundary only, which is, the curve as it's going around. So it doesn't actually cover any area itself, it's just showing you the shape of it as it's going around. So it's the area of a disc. Pi r squared anyway. So we know it's pi r squared, just as shown there. Oops. There. Pi r squared then. This is just to show just how far back the study of the circle goes. Okay. Bearing in mind there was no such thing as computers, allegedly, back in those times. It's mind-boggling, isn't it, how they even were able to calculate all these things. It's very easy for me to be showing it on this digital device, computer-aided devices. Anyway, that's how long we're going back. Archimedes. It's quite interesting fact up here to do with Aryabhata. 5th century was the first one to give a very accurate calculation of it. Again, how he managed to find that out, who knows. They first thought it was approximately a square root of 10, and it's not far off. That comes to 3.16 something. Square root of 10. My last video was all about the numbers, just 1 to 9. Those 9 digits, and then the 0 makes it the decimal for the 10. It's funny that the square root of 10 is close to being pi, isn't it? Anyway, back to pi r squared then. That's how we calculate the area of a disc stroke circle. So it's radius squared, you times that by pi. Just remember the order, you have to do them in order. Squared of that comes first, times that by the pi. I was just really curious to look at the gematria for that. Pi r squared gematria. I have never seen that before in those 3 other ciphers. So have duality 4, 3, 5. It's got all of them. 33, 44, 55 for pi r squared. Interestingly as well, that's how old I am this year. My birthday numerology is a 33. Add those two together, it's 77. Lightning bolt, that was the other video. 7. And then the backwards version, the other way around, upside down that way, you get your Z lightning. Anyway, very curious. 44, 33, 55. Also really curious is that in reverse ordinal, it's Valentine's Day, 14th of February. 142. A number that's very significant for my channel. A lot of my viewers will already know about this. That's why my channel's so linked to Valentine's Day, because it goes all the way back to Valentine's Day of last year, when I somehow discovered all this. Sorry, it's not loading now. Yeah, these were those decodes 3 weeks or so leading up to the Valentine's Day that did turn out to be that high school massacre. That's when I suddenly got loads of subscribers, because yeah, that's what it turned out to actually then be. So again, no such thing as coincidences, these are all calculations. That's a worldwide famous calculation for area of a disc. That comes to Valentine's Day in reverse ordinal. Now then, this is something else that a lot of my viewers will already know about from me mentioning it many times. 21st of April, the Queen's birthday. I'm not going to pause it and show that. We should all know that now. Plus the 14th of June. Again, I don't need to pause and show that. Please look it up. That's Donald Trump's birthday. Adding them two together, you get the 360, which is that circle we're talking about. Okay, that's pretty incredible on its own, yeah? Well then, check how in 2 very different Kabbalah ciphers there is Donald Trump's birthday, 14th of June. I just want to remind people just how illogical these Kabbalah ciphers are. Look at the way that the letters are added. It doesn't really follow any logical order that I understand. That's the ALW one. That's the KFW one. All I can discover is that they start with ALW, KFW. But then the rest, it's just like, I don't know, I don't understand them. But I don't need to. It's more to do with what the actual ciphers come up with for pi r squared. Donald Trump's birthday there, 14th of June, twice. It's just unbelievable, isn't it? Why is that guy's himself so coded in numbers? Again, let me just remind you how long ago pi r squared has been around. You know, a lot longer than Donald Trump's been alive. Let's face it. How can he be so coded in normal, you know, worldwide universal mathematics? That's the question we need to start asking. We don't need to know how. It's more the why now. Why is that guy so coded? "14th of June, Donald Trump." I mean, fair enough, he was coded with it as well. He's not alive anymore. This guy is. He's arguably the most powerful man in the world. His birthday added to the Queen, the most powerful woman in the world. Gets us that 360 that I'm talking about, the circle. Which begs the question, why is his birthday, the 14th of June, in two very, let's face it, messed up ciphers that don't really follow any regular pattern that I understand? In two different versions of it, it's the same matching 146 pi r squared. Anyway, the video's gone on a bit longer. I just want to show you this LCH version of the Kabbalah. Again, can't understand the logic of it, but it's 129. Pi r squared is 129 in that version. Let me just explain this one. 129, you'll see there, is 3 times 43. 3 times the 14th prime. See that? 3 times the 14th prime, 314. 3 times 43. It's 129. The LCH. Just a reminder, so we've got 3 times 14 for 14th prime with 43, 314 pi. Just a reminder that 3 is a prime as well, it's the second. So you've actually got 2 times the 14th prime. You're back to the Queen again, aren't you? 214 and Valentine's. 214. Second prime times the 14th prime, 214. Queen and Trump. Fully coded in the Kabbalah messed up gematria cipher for pi r squared. That's what they should be teaching 12 to 13-year-olds. Hey, thanks so much. Take care.